go from Las Vegas. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, it's Walker. He can't get him down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays. And what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll buy some time right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early lead. You never get those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you.
6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. On play action, Lance. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Lance looking to throw it. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to move back in front. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. O'Connell looking to throw on first. He gets this to Devontae Adams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 2. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Off the play fake. O'Connell. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Raiders at 6 and 4 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
O'Connell working from the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
O'Connell's going to sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a play fake. Lance. Walker with a grab left side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ready, ready. Ready.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for second down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Ready. Smash. Ready. Hustle.
Shotgun now for Lance. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks have yet again retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Play action. Now O'Connell. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, O'Connell. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
It's 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Check smash. Check smash. 18 run. 18 pass or 11.
Throwing, O'Connell. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have a 1st down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On 2nd down, O'Connell. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Here's O'Connell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll do a nice nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. To throw here, O'Connell. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 9. Back to throw, O'Connell. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they go play action here with O'Connell. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now it's O'Connell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Lance. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On play action, Lance. This is Fant on the short completion. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 2nd down and 6 now. Throwing now is Lance. Throw out. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. Room here to run. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They played so well throughout this entire game.
Second and 6. Now O'Connell. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And out pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second down, goal to go. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Carlson is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Lance. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Lance looking to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Gets this to Fant, and he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Ready. Here's 1st and 10. Lance back to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Ready? He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. This is 1st and 10. O'Connell. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Here's 2nd down. Here's O'Connell. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. He's to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, They wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best.